Officials are precautionary residents on Florida's Bay Shore to get ready for a perhaps lifetime-threatening storm that is due to hit after the 1 week. Storm Michael may achieve Class 3 force up. It arrives in Florida, perhaps on environment, and will later go up the U.S. East Shore. Michael, that is the 13th mentioned tempest of the time of year, is already flogging Cuba in powerful winds and hard rainfall. Officials in areas hit by Storm Florence alert of harm of the rainfall. Polar Carolina may get 1 to 3 in, 2 to 7 sm, of rainfall, officials tell. That could flare flood due to the current standard of satiation in the land of Storm Florence, that affected Polar and southward Carolina recent monthly. Michael's present breeze speeds are 75 mph, 120 km/h. It is coming the U.S. at a step of 7 mph. Forecasters in the U.S. Domestic Storm Center in Miami alert how the storm will go on to go above hot water, that may reason it to produce winds achieving 111 mph by Tuesday overnight. Components of Florida may get up to 12 to of rainfall, guideline to the opportunity of harsh flood. Florida Governor Haystack Scott, who hanging his Republic campaigning for the U.S. Senate to transactions in the coming tempest, given a country of disaster for 26 counties of Florida on Saturday. The tempest will be lifetime threatening and very hazardous, Gov. Scott told following he acquired a press briefing at the country's Disaster Control Center. The town of Tallahassee has outdoor tool locations for residents to choose up sandbags in expectation of flood. Time the impacts are yet vague. Our region could expertise enlarged breeze operation and hard precipitation events that could reason localized flood and lowered trees, Tallahassee officials told in a declaration. Tallahassee, more Democratic Mayoress Andrew Gillum, who will person off versus Gov. Scott in the November poll, has as well hanging his campaigning and refundable to the northern Florida town to assist in tempest preparations. Florida Country College, that is in Tallahassee, announced it was closing downward its college campus following stroke of midnight on Monday, and will stay closed for the otherwise of the 1 week. A manual to the planet's deadliest storms. Hurricanes are forcible storms how can give desolation to coast areas, menacing lives, homes, and business community. Hurricanes evolve of thunderstorms, spurred by hot, wet air as they crucifix submarine tropical water. Hot air rises in the tempest. Air swirls in to fill in the low blood pressure in the tempest, suckling air in and above, strengthening the low blood pressure. The tempest rotates due to the rotation of the land and power of the hot sea increases breeze speeds as it based. While winds achieve 119 km/h, 74 mph, it is named as a storm, in the Atlantic and East Silent, or a typhoon in the West Silent. All has a schedule before they get perforated in the person. So, we're on to get perforated in the person. Florida Mayoress Bob Antler, front of Storm Irma, 2017, the center eye of calmer weather is enclosed by a side of rainstorms. This eye wall has the fastest winds under it and forcible currents of air growing via it. A embankment of water supply driven piles up under the eye that is initiated as the tempest reaches Earth. These tempest surges can reason more than harm of flood rather than the winds. Immediate precautionary on the fast growth of water supply on the SW Florida shore in the passageway of Irma's site. Go off of the water supply. Tweet of the Domestic Storm Center. The amount of hurricanes is mostly measurable by the Saffir-Simpson scope. Some Libra are utilized in Asia Silent and Australia. Winds 119-153 km/h. Some insignificant flood, slight structure harm. Tempest splash plus winds 154-177 km/h. Roofs and trees could be corrupt. Tempest splash plus winds 178-208 km/h. Houses afflict harm, harsh flood. Tempest splash plus storm sand, 2012, inflicted $71 bn harm in the Caribbean and New York. Winds 209-51 km/h. Some roofs ruined and main structure harm to houses. Tempest splash plus storm Ike, 2008, hit Caribbean islands and Louisiana and was accused for at low 195 deaths, winds to 52 km/h+. Serious harm to buildings, harsh flood, future internal. Tempest splash plus Storm Irma, 2017, inflicted desolation in Caribbean islands, outgoing thousands, homelessness to everyone thought they can trip the tempest of, I include news story for thou, how will be one of the largest mistakes you can do in your lifetime. Mayoress of New Orleans Renege in front of Storm Gustav, 2008, clicking pointer to begin shipping. Bounce to advance.